Hey Connie, Jessica here from Peterson SEO. Thank you for reaching out today and requesting your free audit and marketing attack plan. So in today's age, everything has gone digital. So being online is the best place to be in front of your customers. Um, so digital marketing and your website is going to be key. A website that is properly built and optimized can be like a digital cash machine for you. So it is going to be really critical that you are fully optimized. But it all starts with the Google search or any other search platform. But somebody will put a search term up here. And one of the first things generally you will see is cost per click advertising as well as the Google guaranteed. This is one of the top spots that you can earn. Um, Google cost per click tends to be a little bit cheaper than the Google guaranteed, but the Google guaranteed does guarantee your service. And if you get leads that end up not being leads, Google will refund you that back, unlike the cost per click. But only about 10% of people actually click on leads. Actually click on these ads. So the second section you want to make sure that you capitalize on is this Google Business Profile, the Google Map Pack here. About 30% of people will skip the ads and go straight to the maps, and they'll call these top 3 companies. So if you are not listed in this top 3 here for your local keyword searches, then you're sending all those leads to your competition. Now, in order to get in the top 3, there are several factors. One of the most important factors is something called citations, and that is simply the name of the business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories. While I didn't find you in the top 3, I am happy to see you do have a Google Business Profile, so we'll take a quick look at a couple things here. So you want to capitalize the About You section. You have 750 characters. So you want to utilize all of that space so that you can target those local keywords. That would be like Richmond water damage, Richmond fire damage, sewage cleanup, etc. So you want to capitalize on that area. You haven't done any Q&As. I always try to make sure all my clients have at least 20 to 25. That allows you to answer common questions as well as utilize those local keywords to help you in ranking and to be at the top of those maps. And then your updates. You want to make sure that you're doing these definitely every month, but we recommend a couple per week. You want to keep this fresh and keep them going. Make sure that you continually are adding new photos, and you will need more photos than your competition. And definitely start working on these reviews. They're great that they're 5-star, but you need to have more quantity here. All right. And so past the Google Maps, the third section is your organic section. This section is the most critical because nearly 70% of people will skip your ads and the maps and go straight here to your organics. So you definitely want to make sure you get your website optimized so that you're at the top of Google here. So your top competitor for water damage in Richmond, Virginia is going to be Virginia Restoration Services. Hopping back over to your website. All right. The design itself is good. Your website is secured. That's good. I see that you have separate pages for each of your major services. That's awesome. That's exactly what we want to see. I'm not seeing any call to actions right up here. I like to see forms at the top of the page. I guess we do have a click to call, so that's good. But I do like to see forms at the top of the page. You want to make it as easy as possible for your potential customers when they land on your page to not have to search for a way to contact you. So when they land on your page, you want them to be able to fill out that form or click to call. You want call to actions everywhere throughout your website. Looks like we have a little bit of content here about you guys. And some projects and reviews. So Google doesn't rank websites based on appearance. It is based on content, and your written content is going to be key. Your homepage is the most important page on your website, and it should be a summary of your business and each of your major services, and it should be written around your local buyer intent keywords. Most people in an emergency are probably not going to know your brand name, but they're going to know the service that they need, and that's what they're searching. Those are your local buyer intent keywords. So you need 250 words for every keyword you're going to target, and you need to make sure that you're targeting different keywords on different pages and that all of your content is original. If you're servicing multiple service areas as well, you need to have separate service area pages. So any area that you service that has search volume ideally needs its own page. So that's going to be really, really important to work on for you guys. If we look at your top competitor, we have, looks like VRS. They have a decent looking website. Click to call on top. They don't have the form that I like here either. They do have separate pages for each of their major services. All right. Oh, here's a form closer to the top. Okay. They're targeting the Richmond area here. Virginia Restoration, which is also their brand, but it's also a keyword. So they do have more content than you guys, but still not nearly enough content. They're not really talking about each of their major services, so they're missing out on quite a bit right here. To beat these guys, you're going to have more content, better content. Make sure you're optimizing all of your pages and supporting your website with SEO, because without it, you're not going to be found online. All right, so this is Ahrefs. It tells us how your website is performing. As you can see right here, your DR, that's your domain rating, is a 0.2 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow. This means that Google does not trust your website, and that is 100% based on the lack of content and your referring domains and backlinks. You really don't have any. These are really, really critical, not only to build trust in Google, but to rank, index your keywords, and get those rankings so you can be found online. So a referring domain is any website that will provide your website with a link from their site to your site, and the backlink is that physical link coming from that site to your site. And you're only going to get credit for one backlink per referring domain. If you think of that referring domain, it's kind of like a power source, like your outlet, and the backlink is like a power cord going to power up your favorite tool or device. And in this case, it's powering up your website. So you definitely need to have that power, but not all links are created equal. So you need to make sure that you're getting the right type of links. You've only been indexed for 13 keywords, and you're getting about 41 people on average to your website. If we take a look at those keywords, it's your brand. So the brand is what's bringing in that traffic, which is great, but also you should note that your brand is also a national keyword. There are tons of 5-star restoration companies throughout the country. So just because you're getting that traffic by brand doesn't mean it's local or that it will ever convert into a customer. As I mentioned, not everybody will know you by brand, so it's important that you focus on these local keywords. Like restoration in Richmond has over 400 people on average searching that term every single month. So you're on the second page for that. So you definitely need to work on your content and keyword strategy and your SEO so that you can capitalize on that. And oftentimes there's multiple variations of the same keyword, and you want to capitalize and get those to rank as well. If we look at your competitor, they have a pretty poor rating of a 6 with over 500 backlinks, which just goes to show that not all links are good. They're not created equal. But you will need more and better quality than these guys have. They have an index for over 1,400 keywords, and they are getting over 400 people on average to their website. If we take a look, there's 10 spots per page on Google, and we can see here under this position that they have a ton of ranking keywords. But if we look at these keywords, most of them are generic or national keywords. So just because they're ranking for them doesn't mean the traffic is going to be local or converting for them. They do have some local keywords, but a lot of these keywords here that they are ranking for are not local. They're people coming to read their blog articles. So most likely, majority of that traffic is non-converting. So definitely want to work on your Google business profile and work on your content and keyword strategy and supporting that with SEO. And doing so should help you to start bringing in those calls. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to chat. Thanks again for watching.